the cortisol trap, why your brain thinks progress is danger, and the 60-second stress reset. Progress keeps spiking your stress, right? You sit down to push forward and your body slams the brakes. Tired but wired at night, tight chest before opening email, doom scrolling to numb the surge. You think it's a you problem. It's not. It's your nervous system stuck in a 24-hour cortisol loop flagging progress as danger. I'll give you a 60-second reset that calms the spike fast, plus a simple system that makes starts feel safe without white-knuckling. 3 parts today: the quick fix, why your brain mislabels progress as threat, and the daily plan that keeps you steady. System beats willpower, watch how. Quick win first, then we'll unpack the science so it sticks. Here's the 5-step 60-second stress reset. It's simple on purpose because threat melts complex plans. You'll breathe, name, move, stop, reassess. 1 minute to flip from freeze to motion. Step 1, exhale longer than you inhale. In through your nose for 4, out through your mouth for 6. Do 1 or 2 rounds. The longer exhale nudges the parasympathetic brake via the vagus nerve, telling your body, we're safe enough to start. If counting bugs you, just make the exhale noticeably longer. That's the only rule. Step 2, name one tiny, concrete action out loud, not work on the report. Try, right now, I'm just going to open the Q3 report doc. Language gives your brain a handle. Add the magic phrase, just 60 seconds if you feel resistance. Specific beats vague, small beats heroic. Step 3, move for 60 seconds. Set a 1-minute timer. Do the smallest slice that moves the task forward. Open the doc. Type 1 ugly sentence. Write 1 email subject line. Put shoes on and march in place. Keep it laughably small. Motion, not magnitude, unlocks the system. Step 4, stop at the ding. This is the trust builder. Stopping teaches your nervous system that starts aren't traps. If you always blow past, your body learns, starts equal ambush, and resists next time. Keep your promise. Step 5, reassess. Ask, do I want 1 more minute? Not should, want. If yes, run another minute. If no, close and count the reset as a win. Either way, you win because the goal is state shift, not volume. Why this works? Under stress, your HPA axis narrows attention and shoves you toward relief. Most people get relief from avoidance. We flip it so the relief arrives from motion. The long exhale drops arousal. The tiny action makes danger feel bounded. The timer adds certainty. Stopping protects trust. Asking want preserves autonomy. Together, they turn threat into challenge. Same load, different appraisal. So your system returns to baseline faster. Let me show you exactly how to use it in real moments. Email dread, breathe 4-6 once. Say, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Right now, I'm writing the subject line. Timer on, type quick update on timeline. Ding, ask, want 1 more? If yes, write the first sentence. If no, stop and count it. Writing stall, exhale longer. Just 60 seconds, I'm typing 1 ugly first line. Timer on. This intro is messy, but here's the point. Ding, reassess. You'll be shocked how often 1 becomes 3, gravy, not the goal. Fitness avoidance, just 60 seconds. Shoes on. Timer, march in place or do 10 wall push-ups. Ding, want 1 more? Great. Don't? Still a win. Identity shifts from I don't work out to I start. Common mistakes to avoid. Upgrading scope mid-minute. Keep the promise. Don't sneak, finish the section. That breaks trust. Judging speed, the metric is starts, not speed. Motion counts, period. Mixing screens into the reset. No new tabs, 1 window, 1 outcome. Keep resets clean. Micro examples to try today. Draft 1 subject line. Type 1 messy sentence. Rename a file accurately. Skim 1 heading only. Shoes on and 60 seconds of movement. Fill the water bottle. If you hesitate, shrink it again. Open the doc is a valid minute if that's all you can do without fight or flight. Quick micro story. A freelancer had 600 plus unread emails. We ran 2 resets daily. Sort 5 subjects only, draft 1 subject line. By day 4, under 200 without a marathon. Relief moved from avoidance to action. A cue you can memorize. I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Just 60 seconds. Right now I'm going to X, say it, breathe out longer, start. That's your door. Before we continue, run 1 round with me. Think of your most avoided task. Whisper, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Inhale 4, exhale 6. Name the tiniest move out loud. If you can, set a 1-minute timer and do it. If not, visualize the exact finger and key you'll press. When the minute ends, stop. Ask, do I want one more? Decide cleanly. You just felt the switch from stuck to moving. That's the baseline we'll build on. You've got the reset. Next, we'll map why your brain flagged progress as danger in the first place, so this minute keeps working on hard days. Map the cortisol trap, why progress feels like danger. You felt the reset work. Now hear why your body slammed the brakes on progress in the first place. When a task feels big, vague, or high stakes, your brain runs a quick appraisal. Are the demands bigger than my resources right now? If the answer feels like yes, your system tags the moment as threat, not challenge. Threat flips on a survival stack. Heart rate up, attention narrows, scanning intensifies, and your hypothalamic, pituitary, adrenal, HPA axis starts the cortisol cascade. Useful in a real emergency, terrible for nuanced work. The critical part, cortisol doesn't just make you alert. It pulls fuel from the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain you need for planning, flexible thinking, working memory, and self-control. So the exact circuits you need to start are the ones that go offline. That's why a blank doc feels blinding and a simple email feels heavy. It's not character. It's physiology orienting you away from risk and toward safety. Under threat, your brain also shifts what it rewards. It doesn't reward progress, it rewards relief. The micro-exhale you get from switching tabs or checking your phone is a fast, safe signal, so your brain learns, avoid right arrow relief, right arrow do that again. That's the learning loop hijacking your day. Not laziness, negative reinforcement. The fastest relief wins. Now challenge looks similar on the surface, elevated effort, heart rate up, but the appraisal is different. Resources meet demands. In challenge, your system mobilizes and then returns to baseline faster. Blood flow supports action instead of clamping down. That's why reframes and tiny bounded actions matter. They shift the appraisal so the same load feels workable, which softens the cortisol spike and lets prefrontal control come back online. Here's where high achievers get caught. High standards plus vague scope equals a perfect threat recipe. This has to be good with no edges becomes I'm not safe. Your attention tunnels onto imagined consequences, not the next move. That tunnel vision shows up as the freeze blend, micro-freezes disguised as productivity. Tab switching, polishing the title, reorganizing files, micromanaging the first keystroke. It looks like motion, but it's protective stillness. Perfection pressure amplifies it. Under cortisol, your brain collapses choices into all or nothing. Finish perfectly or don't start. That binary adds weight to the first minute, which makes avoidance feel even more rewarding, which deepens the loop. This is why willpower backfires here. Pushing harder adds pressure, pressure raises threat, threat drives more cortisol, and you get less control. You're wrestling the brake you just stepped on. The freeze response isn't dramatic TV paralysis. It's subtle. Staring at the screen, reading the same line, rechecking the calendar, picking easy wins that avoid the meaningful start. Your body is doing exactly what it thinks keeps you safe, conserving energy while scanning for danger. The cost is that your prefrontal tools, sequencing, chunking, perspective, stay dim until the alarm lowers. Let me make the stakes clear. Unchecked, your system learns predicted relief lives in escape, not effort. That quietly rewires priorities. Feeds and pings become the fastest calm your body trusts, starts feel sharper. Evenings go tired but wired. Sleep fragments. Morning cortisol drifts later. Baseline erodes. Work gets heavier without changing. That's the trap. But traps reveal exits. 3 levers flip the appraisal fast: certainty, control, and containment. Certainty shrinks the unknown. A one-sentence next action beats a foggy work on it. Control proves agency. A 60-second promise you keep tells your nervous system you choose starts and stops. Containment gives edges. One window, one timer, one outcome reduces perceived cost. This clicked for a client who kept stalling on presentations. Her trigger line was "this will be a mess." Her body heard threat. We swapped 2 things, a reframe, "I'm not behind, I'm in a reset," and a bounded start, just 60 seconds, drop one ugly slide title. Same workload, different appraisal. The minute ended, she stopped. Safety restored. Most days she chose 1 more minute. The win wasn't output, it was switching reward from avoidance to motion. Here's the pattern to remember. Problem: stress appraises progress as danger. Why current approach fails? Willpower adds pressure, which raises threat and drains the very circuits you need. Better method: lower the spike, then pair tiny, certain actions with immediate trust. Implementation: long exhale, name a micro move, move 60 seconds, stop, reassess. Results: attention widens, starts get lighter, and challenge replaces threat. If you remember nothing else, remember this line: your brain chases the fastest relief. Make relief live in the first honest minute of action, and progress stops feeling like danger. Next, we'll install the exact one-sentence reframe that drops threat on command, and we'll pair it to the reset so your start stays safe. One-sentence reframe: language that lowers threat. Here's the line that lowers threat fast: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Say it exactly like that. Short beats clever when stress is high. Behind is a verdict on you. Reset is an action you can take right now. One shrinks options, the other hands you a handle. Why this works? Under pressure, your brain is scanning for safety signals. Identity verdicts like behind shout danger and uncertainty. A reset announces a known script: breathe longer, name one tiny move, run 60 seconds, stop, reassess. You've already felt that flow. The sentence ties your nervous system to it. The result is a shift from threat to challenge, which frees prefrontal control without pep talks. Pair the sentence with the tether, just 60 seconds. The combo matters. Language lowers the spike, time bounds the cost, your minute proves control. Together, they make a promise your body believes, even on rough days. Timing is everything. Use the line at 3 moments. First, a trigger. The instant you notice the tug to avoid, the calendar ping, the blank doc, the vague request, cut in with "I'm not behind, I'm in a reset." Then take one longer exhale. That marks the state change. It's your audible click from panic to protocol. Second, at the start, pair it with a micro move: I'm in a reset. Just 60 seconds. Right now, I'm going to open the file. Say it out loud. Mouth to ear beats thought to thought when arousal is high. Then start the minute. You're turning words into motion before the critic wakes. Third, at the stop. The timer dings and the critic whispers, "Not enough." Reframe again: I'm still in a reset. Do I want one more minute? Want, not should. If yes, run it. If no, close clean. Both choices win because trust and state are the goal. Let's practice once. Whisper the line with me: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Now add the tether, just 60 seconds. Name one tiny move out loud. Feel the threat drop a notch when the edges appear. That drop is your green light. Common objections pop fast. But I really am behind. Maybe. The reset doesn't deny reality, it chooses stance. Behind plus shame equals freeze. Behind plus reset equals start. You can't clear a backlog from a freeze. This feels cheesy. New language always does. The current line, "I'm behind," isn't neutral, it's fueling the loop. Use the reframe until your body associates it with relief. The click usually shows up as a softer jaw and easier breath right after you say it. Won't this make me soft? No, it makes starts cheap. Once you're moving, scaling is easy. Without a start, nothing scales. Micro examples. Overdue invoice: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Right now, write the subject line: invoice follow-up. Ding: want one more? If yes, first sentence. If no, stop. Deck stall: reset. Just 60 seconds, drop one ugly slide title. Ding: reassess. The win is not the slide. It's the nervous system learning that starts are safe. Fitness dread: reset. Shoes on for 60 seconds. March: ding, decide. Identity shifts from I avoid to I begin. Guardrails keep it honest. Keep the sentence short. No add-ons, no debates. The more you explain, the more you leak threat back in. Say it out loud. Quiet is fine. Hearing yourself gives the brain a clear cue. Pair it with the protocol every time. Reframe without the minute becomes empty affirmation. Reframe plus minute equals evidence. Write it where you'll need it. Lock screen, sticky note, top of the dock: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. Add a blank: right now I'm going to. Fill it when stress hits. Scripts beat stress. One more live rep: think of the task you're resisting. Whisper: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Exhale longer. Add just 60 seconds. Name one tiny move. If you can, set a timer and start. When it dings, say, I'm still in a reset. Do I want one more minute? Decide. That's the reframe. Language lowers threat, the minute proves safety. Next, we'll make starts physically effortless by editing your environment so one tap beats willpower. Environment wins, one tap starts beat willpower. Words lower threat, now we remove resistance. Environment beats motivation because it decides how many micro decisions sit between you and a start. Fewer decisions, faster starts. So our goal is simple: make every important start one tap or less. Begin with the one tap rule. Anything you value should open exactly where you work, not at an app homepage. Create a direct shortcut that lands on the exact file, canvas, or repo. Bookmark the document, not Google Drive. Pin the project board's Today view, not the dashboard. On desktop, make a dock icon that opens your template file ready to type. On mobile, add a home screen shortcut that jumps straight to the task list you'll execute, not the inbox you'll drown in. 2 clicks saved today become dozens a week. Next, device zoning. Give work and fun separate homes. Best case, 2 devices. Work stays clean with only essential tools. Fun holds social, news, and video. If 2 isn't possible, create separate profiles or browsers. Work profile has only the apps, bookmarks, and extensions you actually use to produce. Fun profile holds everything stimulating and stays hidden during work hours. Log out of Fun by default. A 6-second password is enough friction to stop an impulse tap. Anchor spots matter more than people think. Decide where each mode lives. Writing corner, chair, water, headphones, and your start script. TXT open on the left, target dock on the right. Finance spot, notebook, calculator, banking bookmark pinned to the first slot. Study table, textbook on a stand, 1 highlighter, 1 single tab browser. Include a physical cue at each anchor, a sticky note that reads, reset, breathe, right arrow name, right arrow 60s, right arrow stop, right arrow reassess. When your eyes land on the cue, your body remembers the script. Pre-stage your next start before you quit. End a session with a bold line at the top that begins, next, and write 1 ugly first line. Tomorrow becomes downhill because edges already exist. For email, draft 1 subject line and save it. For code, leave a comment with the next function name. For slides, drop a placeholder title box with 3 bullets you'll toss later. Future you will thank you for making the start obvious, not perfect. Run a friction audit tonight. List your top 3 starts for tomorrow. Under each, write the first 3 actions you'd normally take. Now remove 2 steps. That might mean adding a direct bookmark, enabling auto-login with a password manager, or renaming the file so it sorts to the top with Start Today project name. You're optimizing for certainty, not speed. Clear edges beat raw ambition when stress is high. Silence the noise for 60 seconds. Set focus modes that trigger per app or per space. Opening your writing file turns on Do Not Disturb. Slack and email stop pinging until the minute ends. Full screen the work window. Hide the dock or taskbar. If you absolutely must see a timer, use a small floating countdown and nothing else. You're telling your system, nothing needs me for 1 minute. Tighten file naming so you can't miss the start under pressure. Use action first, date stamped names. Start 2026-01-17 Q3 report intro. Put start at the front so it sorts to the top. Avoid cleverness. Under stress, clever is invisible, obvious is merciful. Here's the shortcut nobody teaches: launcher muscle memory. Assign keyboard shortcuts that open your exact work state. For example, Command-Shift-1 opens your writing template, Command-Shift-2 opens your research notes, Command-Shift-3 opens your start script, TXT. Practice until your fingers move before your critic speaks. Blockers invisible, starts visible. During resets, put the phone in another room or face down behind your monitor. Hide unread badges on desktop apps. Bury high-stim icons on a second screen inside a folder named Later. Use app blockers for 60-second windows if urges are loud. We're not banning forever, we're fencing the minute that matters. A weekly tweak compounds. Every Friday, keep 1 change that worked, drop 1 that added friction without benefit, and test 1 tiny improvement. Maybe you add a direct keyboard shortcut, replace a multi-step login, or move your anchor chair to face fewer visual distractions. 1 click saved weekly is dozens saved monthly. Quick checklist you can run today. Create 3 direct shortcuts to exact files. Rename 2 active files with start and today's date. Set 1 app-based focus mode that activates with your work tool. Place a reset sticky at your anchor. Pre-stage 1 next. line before you stop. Micro story. A student's weekly report took 20 minutes just to start. We built a one-tap doc that opened with the cursor in line 1, pinned the start script, TXT beside it, and set a focus filter for that app. Start time dropped from 20 minutes to 2. Same brain, less friction. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Clarity beats complexity, and proximity beats motivation. Make the start obvious, near, and one tap away, and your 60-second reset fires without drama. Voice up next, because once the path is paved, a calm coach line drives the first step. Coach voice versus critic. Tone is a performance variable. Path is paved, now we tune the voice that drives the first step. Under stress, tone isn't fluff, it's fuel or friction. The critic spikes threat with global verdicts. The coach lowers it and points you at a tiny move you can do now. Change the tone and the start gets lighter. Here's the swap deck that makes this automatic. Always never right arrow right now. You always stall becomes right now, open the file. Perfect right arrow possible. It must be perfect becomes what's a possible first line. Finish right arrow start. Finish the report becomes start the report for 60 seconds. Read those out loud. Feel how the second version shrinks the threat and gives you a handle. Under pressure, exits beat arguments. Why this matters? When the critic talks, your brain hears danger and narrows options. That drives the freeze, blend, microdelays, and polish loops. Coach language keeps options open and moves you to action before the alarm re-escalates. You're not trying to feel better to begin, you begin to feel better. 3 coach prompts cover most moments. What's the next sentence? What's easy now? What's 60 seconds? Use them like a call and response. Critic speaks. You answer with one prompt and move immediately. Motion first, evaluation later. The out loud rule is your secret weapon. Mouth to ear beats thought to thought when arousal is high. Quiet is fine. Hearing, right now, 2 breaths, then 1 subject line, short circuits rumination and cues the body. Write that on a sticky at your anchor. Right now, right arrow, breathe out longer, right arrow, name, 1 tiny move, right arrow, 60 seconds, right arrow, stop, right arrow, reassess. Let's build your pocket coach script. Say it with me once, right now, breathe out longer, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset, just 60 seconds. What's the next sentence? Stop at the ding. Want one more? 5 lines, memorize them. Now here's where most people mess up. They try to debate the critic. Don't, you won't out-argue a stress alarm. You'll win by sequencing, breathe right arrow, name right arrow, minute. That's the 3 thens ladder. Then breathe, then name, then 1 minute. No detours under pressure. Guardrails keep tone effective. Flat and kind beats syrupy. Think calm paramedic, not hype squad. Open the doc lands better than you've got this, superstar. Boundaries are part of kindness. We stop at the ding preserves trust. Start stay safe. No identity labels. Swap I'm lazy for energy's low, what's 60 seconds? Common critic tricks and replies. Time distortion, this will take forever. Coach, 60 seconds then decide. Identity smear, you're not the type who follows through. Coach, right now, start anyway. Let actions decide identity. Catastrophe, if it's not perfect, it's ruined. Coach, possible beats perfect. 1 messy line. Micro story, a designer's inner script was brain-s not working. We swapped to right now, open Figma and drop 1 rectangle. She laughed, did it anyway, and kept going for 4 minutes. The win wasn't the rectangle, it was proving starts are safe. 2 weeks later, 1 rectangle is her fastest exit from fog. Practice loop you can run daily. Cue times, 9:30 a.m. after lunch and at your anchor spot. Say the coach script out loud. Run a 60-second reset on whatever's top of mind. Stop at the ding, ask, want one more, decide cleanly. Handle stalls with the 3 lines rescue, inside the minute. 1 ugly sentence. 1 obvious bullet. 1 question you'll answer next. If you freeze anyway, go simpler. Whisper the line, breathe out longer, and rename the micro move to the smallest visible action. Open the file. That counts. Tie tone back to the environment. Put a tiny coach critic card next to your keyboard with the swaps and prompts. Pre-stage a text file titled Start Script, TXT, showing your 5 coach lines at the top. When the window opens, the voice is already waiting. a quick test to spot critic language. Listen for always, never perfect, should, must, what's wrong with me. If you hear them, flag it and swap to right now, possible, and what's next. The swap is your off-ramp. If you remember nothing else from this section, remember this: clarity lowers threat, kindness lowers resistance. Coach language gives you both. One line that points forward beats 10 lines that judge backward. Use the script 3 times today. You'll feel the start get lighter. Then stack the next minute. Apply it: 3 high-friction traps, writing, inbox, fitness. Let's put the reset to work where it hurts most. 3 traps: long writing, inbox overwhelm, and fitness avoidance. Same toolkit: Reframe, 60-second start, coach voice, applied in task-specific ways so relief lives in motion, not escape. Writing first. The threat here is ambiguity plus perfection pressure. Your critic says, this has to be good, and your body hears danger. We kill the fog and the polish loop with the ugly first-line protocol. Reframe quietly: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Exhale longer. Say out loud, just 60 seconds. Right now, I'm writing 1 ugly first line. Start the timer. Type the most disposable opening you can. This intro is messy, but here's the point. Ding. Stop. Coach voice: want one more? If yes, write 1 supporting sentence, not the whole paragraph. If no, close and count the start. Why it works: ambiguity collapses to 1 clear edge, perfection gets postponed, and your nervous system learns that starts are safe. Common mistakes: slipping into editing mid-minute, secretly changing the goal to finish the section, and judging speed. Keep it dirty. Editing is a separate reset later. Micro rescue inside the minute when you stall. 1 ugly sentence, 1 obvious bullet, 1 question you'll answer next. That trio keeps motion honest without inviting polish. After 3 resets on the same piece in 1 day, hit the checkpoint. Continue now, schedule a longer block, or stop for today. That prevents stealth marathons and preserves trust. Inbox next. The threat is volume plus uncertainty. Every subject line looks like a demand. We separate decisions from replies so your body can say yes. Reframe: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Exhale. Coach voice: just 60 seconds. Right now I'm sorting 5 subjects. Timer on. For each of the 5, choose 1, reply, archive, snooze, or star. No full replies unless it's under a minute. Ding. Stop. Reframe again. Do I want 1 more minute? If yes, draft 1 subject line plus the first sentence for the most important email. Ding. Stop again. Scope rules. The unit is 5 subjects, not clear at all. Common traps: opening random threads and getting pulled into a long reply, setting a hidden goal like inbox 0, and narrating guilt mid-set. Coach answers that with, right now, sort 5, identity later. 2 resets a day, 5 subjects plus 1 subject line draft, beat binge cleanups because the relief shifts to motion without spiking threat. Micro story shape you can copy. Morning reset sorts 5 oldest, afternoon reset drafts 1 tricky reply, Friday checkpoint schedules a 25-minute reply block for anything starred that still matters. Starts, not sprints. Your brain sees certainty, and the backlog stops feeling like a cliff. Fitness last. The threat is effort plus identity baggage. I'm out of shape lands like danger, so your body resists. We make the first step laughably small and pure control. Reframe: I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. Exhale longer. Coach voice: just 60 seconds. Shoes on, timer on, march in place, do 10 wall push-ups or walk a hallway. Ding. Stop. Ask, want 1 more? If yes, add another minute. If no, you still win. Why this works? Movement changes state faster than thinking about movement. The timer contains cost. Stopping proves starts aren't traps. Guardrails: don't upgrade, I started into I owe 30 minutes. That breaks trust and teaches your body that starts hide ambushes. Keep the promise. 60 seconds means 60 seconds. Progression without pressure. For a week, run 1 60-second reset daily, shoes on plus a tiny move. Week 2, keep the daily minute, and twice a week, add a voluntary 3-minute block if want appears. Week 3, chain 2 minutes with a slow exhale between. Identity evolves from I avoid to I begin, which makes scheduled workouts feel less sharp. Why this beats generic advice? Each protocol shrinks the threat in a task-specific way. Writing: ugly first line disarms perfection. Inbox: 5 subject sort separates decision from labor. Fitness: shoes on frames initiation as the whole win. Task-specific shrinkage matters because your nervous system believes concrete edges, not pep talks. Run a live trio with me now. Pick one writing task, whisper the line, exhale longer. Just 60 seconds. Ugly first line, timer, type, ding, stop, inbox, reset, sort 5 subjects, then draft 1 subject line. Ding, stop, fitness, shoes on, 60 seconds of movement. Ding, stop, ask, want one more? Each time and decide cleanly. Final guardrails across traps. Keep scope fixed until the ding, use coach language out loud, no new tabs during resets, and hit the checkpoint after 3 resets on the same task. Relief now lives in motion, not escape. Starts feel safe, and progress stops feeling like danger. The 24-hour cortisol reset day, relapse recovery. Slips happen, not because you're weak, because biology is sticky. The goal isn't perfection, it's a fast bounce that teaches your nervous system, recovery is easy. So when a spiral hits, doom scroll, shallow work all day, sleep wrecked, run this 24-hour reset. It lowers stimulation, restores rhythm, and earns 1 clean win so tomorrow feels light. Start with permission. Say, reset day. Drop the narrative. Shame fuels stress, stress fuels avoidance. We're switching to protocol mode. Tonight, stabilize biology first. Set a hard wind down 60 minutes before bed. Dim lights, no feeds, and pick one quiet task. Lay out clothes, wash dishes, write tomorrow's single outcome on paper. If you're wired, do 10 slow breaths with longer exhales and a warm shower. No catch-up work. The only goal is a steady clock. Morning is fast light. Water first. Get outside within an hour of waking for 5-10 minutes of sunlight, no headphones. Then single-source caffeine with protein, eggs, yogurt, or a shake. Keep the first 60-90 minutes input-free. No news, no inbox, no podcasts. Add a 10-15-minute no-audio walk or light mobility. You're telling your system it's daytime, it's safe, and energy will come from rhythm, not spikes. Delete and distance the triggers that tripped you. Log out of high-risk apps for 24-48 hours. Move your fun device to another room. Hide unread badges. Close problem tabs and bury bookmarks in a later folder. We're not quitting forever. We're lowering novelty so baseline recovers. Pick one keystone outcome for today. Make it small and binary. 150 words of the intro, 5 support tickets, problems 3 and 4, or outline slides 1 through 3. Write the outcome on paper with the first micro action under it. Put your parking lot sheet beside you to catch urges. Run 1 clean deep block, just 1. Choose 25 or 50 minutes based on capacity. Keep the first 5 minutes in silence, then add familiar instrumental only if helpful. Phone out of reach. Notifications snoozed. 1 window. When an urge hits, label it, breathe out longer, jot it in the parking lot, and finish the smallest unit. You're proving you can end a loop cleanly. At completion, deliver a low-stim reward within 2 minutes. Sunlight plus coffee, 1 favorite song eyes closed, or a 2-minute stretch. Keep it modest and finite. Pay the brain so it learns effort leads to relief again. Rest of the workday is maintenance only. Tidy 10 emails to 0. Pay a bill. Document 1 tiny fix. No new heavy lifts. Clean starts, clean stops. Guard the afternoon slump with a preemptive state shift. 45-60 seconds of stairs, bright light to the eyes outdoors, a protein snack, and 5 slow breaths. Set 1 earned fun window later, 20-30 minutes, timer visible, log out after. 1 window only. Contrast matters, clean work, then a contained reward. Don't blur them. Close the day with a 3-line audit. Keystone done. Biggest trigger, 1 friction you'll remove tomorrow. Keep it factual, not moral. Facts point to levers, judgments rearm the critic. Then write tomorrow's single deep outcome on paper and your next first micro move beneath it. Lights down. Sleep. Why this works? Shame is stimulation. When you remove story and lower inputs, the HPA axis calms and prefrontal control returns. Morning light anchors circadian rhythm so cortisol peaks earlier and tapers by night. Protein flattens swings that mimic stress. 1 defined block restores agency without overreaching. A fast, modest reward rebonds effort to relief. Maintenance only keeps the day light so you don't overshoot and trigger the old loop. The evening audit transfers learning into tomorrow's setup, preserving identity. I reset. If you truly can't face a 25, run a 10-minute mini keystone. Ugly first line, 5 subjects sorted, shoes on plus a hallway walk. Then still pay the reward. The point is state, not heroics. Common snags and fixes. If you wake groggy, step outside for 2 minutes before coffee. If urges scream, shorten the target. 60 seconds of motion, then decide. If you blow the earned fun window, add friction tonight. Log out, move the device, set a 6-second password. If sleep is jumpy, bring lights down earlier and switch to paper for the last 30 minutes. A quick micro story. A developer nuked an afternoon in a scroll spiral, then felt ruined. We ran this reset: dim lights, no feeds, morning water, sunlight, protein, one 25-minute block to ship a 2-function refactor. Sunlight plus tea as reward, maintenance only after. A 20-minute earned fun window, 3-line audit at night. Next morning, his start felt calm, not heroic. Same job, same brain, different inputs. Your checklist for a reset day. Say reset day, no narrative. Night, 60-minute wind down, dim lights, no feeds. Morning, water, sunlight within an hour, protein with caffeine, 10-15-minute no audio walk. Delete and distance high-risk apps for 24-48 hours. One keystone outcome on paper with first micro action. One clean deep block, low stim reward within 2 minutes. Maintenance only afterward, preempt the slump. One earned fun window, timed and logged out after. 3-line audit, write tomorrow's outcome and next line. Make relapse reversible. Recognize quickly, reset kindly, review briefly. One clean day is enough to feel traction again. Then return to your normal cadence, resets, environment, coach voice, and keep stacking easy starts. Recognize, reset, review. The anti-spiral system, 3R. You don't need a complicated system to stay out of the spiral. You need 3 quick moves you can run under pressure. Recognize, reset, review. Think of 3R as rails you drop on the road the moment you feel the slide. It's light, repeatable, and it protects your identity on messy days. First, recognize. Label the loop in 10-20 seconds, neutral and boring. Say or jot 4 words, trigger thought, feeling, action, trigger calendar ping. Thought, I'm behind. Feeling, chest tight. Action, Instagram, that's it. No autobiography, no blame. Maps reduce threat because they turn fog into edges. You're not diagnosing your past, you're grabbing the wheel right now. Guardrail here, keep it descriptive, not punitive. Lazy again isn't a label, it's a verdict. Write the facts like weather, rain. A tiny note template helps, TTFA with 1 blank after each letter, so you don't invent new language when you're stressed. 2 lines, 10 seconds, done. Second, reset. Chain the mini script you've already learned in the same order every time. Reframe, I'm not behind, I'm in a reset. 1 longer exhale to mark the state change. Name 1 tiny move out loud. Just 60 seconds. Right now I'm opening the file. Set the timer. Move for a minute. Stop at the ding. Ask, do I want one more? The sequence matters more than the feeling. Scripts beat stress because they remove decisions while the alarm is loud. If the critic argues, borrow the safety net line, we're only deciding for 1 minute. If you can't find a tiny move, shrink again. Open the file counts. Write the subject line counts. Shoes on counts. Motion, not magnitude, flips your physiology. Keep resets clean, 1 window, 1 outcome, no new tabs until the minute ends. Third, review, end your day with 3 lines, 2 minutes tops. What worked? 1 friction to remove for tomorrow. Next tiny setup. Example, worked 2 resets on report, 1 on inbox. Friction, doc took 3 clicks. Next, create direct shortcut, bold next, line at top. Keep it factual and boring. Facts point to levers, judgments fuel shame. You're transferring lessons into the environment so tomorrow starts downhill. A couple of anchors make 3R automatic. Set 2 daily reminders at known slump times, morning start and post-lunch, and label them recognize, right arrow, reset. When they ping, you run TTFA, then the 60-second reset. No debates. Also, duplicate a 3R note template each morning so the boxes are waiting. Scripts beat stress. Empty fields invite rumination. Use the 2-day rule to protect identity. Never miss twice. If today slips with 0 resets, tomorrow you run at least 1 30-60-second reset, even tiny. That single rep keeps the streak elastic and prevents all-or-nothing collapses. 1 box checked at 8 p.m. still counts. Weekly, do a 5-minute tweak with 3 moves. Remove 1 click from a top start, Pre-stage 1, next. Line for Monday, and add one coach sentence for a known cue. Tiny maintenance keeps the rails smooth without turning this into a second job. Micro story to show the flow. A manager's afternoons kept cratering at 2:15. We set a 2:15 reminder labeled Recognize Right Arrow Reset. She wrote TTFA on a sticky, trigger post-lunch slump. Thought, I'm behind. Feeling heavy eyes. Action YouTube, reframe, I'm in a reset. Exhale. Just 60 seconds. Right now, drag one task to today. Timer. Ding. She wanted one more and drafted a subject line. At 5:00, review, worked 2 resets, friction list view buried. Next pin today view. Next day, pin in place, afternoons held. Common pitfalls. Turning recognize into rumination. Solve by capping it at 20 seconds and moving immediately. Forgetting the exact chain under pressure. Solve with a pocket card. Recognize, TTFA, right arrow reframe, right arrow breathe, right arrow 60s micro move, right arrow stop, reassess. Turning review into a report card. Solve by banning adjectives. Only events and edits. Tie 3R to your momentum metrics. Each recognize, reset, right arrow review cycle earns a check in your 5-box row. During review, count boxes and name one friction to delete tomorrow. Starts visible, tweaks obvious, no shame reports. If you remember nothing else, remember this: spirals grow in silence and speed. You break them by naming fast, moving small, and learning briefly. 3 moves under 5 minutes total, repeated daily. Recognize shrinks the unknown. Reset flips biology. Review installs tomorrow's downhill. Stack these and you won't fear slips, you'll trust your recovery. Momentum metrics, measure starts, not finishes. Let's make starts visible so your brain chases them. Rule 1, measure starts, not finishes. A start is any clean 60-second reset you run. Each reset equals 1 check. 5 resets today, 5 wins. Output can fluctuate. The lever under threat is the first minute. Set up a 1-row tracker for each day, 5 little boxes labeled R1 to R5. Put it where you can't miss it. Top of your notebook, a sticky on your laptop, or the first tile in your Notes app. After you finish a reset, check a box immediately. Fast feedback matters. Your training, start equals win. Build a start streak. Your streak is days with at least 1 box checked. That's it. Miss the morning? No problem. Run 1 60-second reset at 8 p.m. and keep the streak alive. Resilient streaks protect identity because they reward reversibility, not perfection. Micro-celebrate each check. Say yes out loud, give a quick fist squeeze, or let your tracker play a soft tick. It sounds small, but pairing effort with a modest reward moves relief into motion. The brain learns to anticipate a good feeling right after the first minute, not after escape. Create a tiny wins note, 1 sentence per day, written right after a check. Ugly first line at 9:12. 5 subjects sorted at lunch. Shoes on, 60 seconds marching. On rough days, read the last 7. Receipts beat feelings when the critic is loud. Adjust with data, not drama. If checks drop for 2 days, you don't blame motivation, you tune the system. Shrink the unit, drop from 60 seconds to 30. Remove friction, add a direct shortcut, pre-stage a next line, or move the reset earlier in the day. The metric tells you what to fix. Keep the tracker light, no dashboards. If it takes longer than 30 seconds to update, it's too heavy. 5 boxes and 1 tiny win line is enough. Complexity is friction in a productivity costume. Optional, add tiny initials next to each check for gentle balance: W for writing, E for email, F for fitness, S for studying, A for admin. End of the week, glance at the spread. If all checks are E and A, you're avoiding W next week, aim for 1 W check daily. Nudge without shaming. Tie metrics to 3R each recognize, reset right arrow review cycle earns at least 1 box. During review, count boxes and name 1 friction to remove tomorrow. The tracker informs the tweak. You're adjusting dials, not grading yourself. Digital minimalists use a single widget with 5 tappable dots or 1 habit in a simple app called 60-sec reset. All tasks feed the same habit. 1 cue, many applications. If apps distract you, stick to paper. The method doesn't matter, the immediacy does. Use the floor rule. 1 box is enough on bad days. If nothing's checked by evening, run a 30-second reset on anything, open a doc, write one messy sentence, do 5 wall push-ups, check the box, and go to bed. The floor protects the streak and the identity. I reset. Run a 3-minute weekly momentum review. Ask, how many checks this week? Which day had the fewest and why? Friction, energy, or clarity? What one friction will I remove and what one pre-stage will I add? Then act. Create one shortcut, write one, next line, move on. Compounding is the quiet magic. 5 resets scattered across a day often beat one forced 30-minute block you'll skip. Over a month, that's 150 starts, 150 reps of I begin. Identity shifts through reps, not pep talks. Checkpoint phrase that keeps this honest. We count starts, not stories. If you moved for a minute, it counts. If you only told yourself a story about starting, it doesn't. Keep the metric clean so your brain trusts it. If you remember nothing else, remember this: what you measure grows. Measure starts so starts grow. Check a box after 1 minute, celebrate quickly, bank a tiny win, and adjust when checks dip. Starts stay easy, spirals stay short, and momentum stays on your side. Biological levers: sleep, light, movement, protein, hydration. We've lowered threat with language and tiny starts. Now we lift your baseline so focus feels natural. 5 levers do most of the work: sleep, light, movement, protein, hydration. Nail these boring inputs and your nervous system stops running hot, which makes every reset easier to cache. Sleep first. Consistency beats heroics. Pick a stable window and protect the first and last 30 minutes like gold. At night, dim lights, switch to low-stim tasks and park feeds. You're telling your clock, we're landing the plane. Morning grogginess? Step outside before coffee for 2 minutes. Light wakes the system that caffeine tries to fake. If your schedule is chaotic, keep anchors. Same wake time within an hour on weekends, 60-minute wind down every night. Your cortisol rhythm stabilizes when your clock trusts you. Light is your clock setter. Get sunlight within an hour of waking, 5-10 minutes if you can, eyes to the sky, no sunglasses unless needed. It's far stronger than indoor bulbs and sets melatonin for tonight. Catch a short dose again in the afternoon to fight the slump. In the evening, flip the script. Lower brightness and warm the color temperature 60-90 minutes before bed. Bright screens late push your clock later and steal tomorrow's drive. You don't need a tech detox, you need dusk for your brain. Movement is a state switch, not a punishment. 2 patterns work. Pattern 1, 10-20 minutes of easy morning movement, walk, mobility, light cycling, ideally after caffeine. It wakes the body without frying it. Pattern 2, a 30-60 second intense burst before a deep block or when you hit the afternoon dip, stairs, air squats, shadow boxing, short on purpose. You want spark, not fatigue that demands novelty to compensate. If you already train, place heavy lifts earlier and expect a calmer focus window 60-120 minutes after. Protein early stabilizes energy so you don't chase stimulation. Make your first meal protein forward: eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu scramble, cottage cheese, or a shake. Pair with fiber and some fat. Big sugar hits before deep work can crash into a scroll reflex an hour later. Keep it simple. If your morning appetite is low, a quick protein smoothie beats skipping and then snacking your way into a glucose roller coaster. Hydration is the quiet lever that fixes more than you expect. Mild dehydration looks like fog, and I don't want to. Set a rhythm. Water on waking, before your first deep block, and mid-afternoon. Pair each cup of caffeine with water. If plain water is hard, add a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of electrolytes. You'll feel the difference in the first 5 minutes of a block. Here's a daily stack you can copy tomorrow. Wake, water, sunlight, single-source caffeine. Light movement for 10-15 minutes with no audio, let your brain boot clean. Protein forward first meal. Deep work block 1. Micro reward, sunlight plus tea or 1 song. Reset ritual, stand, distant gaze, 5 slow breaths. Optional 45-second stare burst before block 2. Deep block 2 or maintenance work. Lunch with protein and fiber, then a short step into daylight. Afternoon water. If a slump hits, run the 60-second burst and a longer exhale, then a focused sprint. Evening, dim lights, low stim wind down, consistent sleep window. Troubleshooting, afternoon crash. Move lunch earlier, add protein, and put a 45-60 second stare burst right before your next block. Waking at 3 a.m., bring screens down earlier and reduce heavy late meals and alcohol, both fragment sleep. Can't start in the morning? Step outside before coffee, then do one 60-second reset, ugly first line, 5 subject sort, or shoes on. Late night snacking wrecking sleep. Front-load protein, pre-brush early to create friction, and keep a low-stim earned fun window earlier in the evening. Micro story. A developer who swore he had an attention problem changed 3 inputs: 5 minutes of morning light, protein within an hour of waking, and a 45-second stare burst at 2:30. 1 week later, his warm-up procrastination dropped from 40 minutes to 10, and the second coffee at 4 p.m. disappeared. Same job, same brain, different inputs. Tie the levers back to your reset. Better sleep and light widen the gap between stimulus and urge, so your long exhale lands faster. Movement gives you on-demand state change when friction spikes. Protein and hydration flatten the dips that used to send you to your phone. You don't need to be perfect, protect the anchors. Every morning you hit water, light, and a short walk, you're buying a cleaner first hour. Every evening you dim lights and skip late feeds, you're making tomorrow cheaper. Run a 7-day baseline challenge. Keep your reset routine, but add 3 anchors: morning light, protein early, and a 45-60-second burst before the afternoon block. Track one number days you hit all 3. If you miss, don't spiral, never miss twice. By day 7, starts feel calmer. That's your nervous system learning safety from the bottom up. Deep work mechanics. 1 outcome, 1 window, 1 reset. Now we convert calm into output. Deep work gets easy when you remove ambiguity, switching, and self-negotiation. The rule set is simple: 1 outcome, 1 window, 1 reset. Define the outcome before you touch a key, not a topic, an unmistakable finish line. Draft a 150-word intro. Solve problems 3 to 5. Refactor the login function. Write it in a single sentence at the top of your page. Under it, write the first micro action you'll take. Paste skeleton. List 3 bullets. Run tests. That pair, outcome plus first move, kills fog. Pick a block you can nail today. 3 good options: 25-5 Pomodoro for getting started and discrete units, 50-10 when you have some stamina, 75-90 when momentum compounds for writing or design. Choose before you begin. Changing midstream is switching in disguise. Hold 1 window only. Full screen the work. Hide the dock or taskbar. If you need references, pre-open exactly what you'll use in a split view. Everything else is later. Multitasking is a tax you pay with attention you don't get back. Keep a parking lot page on paper or a simple side note. Label it parking lot, draw a line, and catch every check later, impulse, ideas, to-dos, pings to send. You're not suppressing thoughts, you're storing them without switching. At the end of the block, you'll triage in 2 minutes. Creation first, tidy later. Formatting, renaming, reorganizing, and reference hunts happen after the block or in a maintenance window. If you clean while you create, you invite novelty and judgment. Make the mess, then make it neat. Install a reset ritual between blocks that's always the same. Stand, shift your gaze to the farthest point for 20-30 seconds, sip water, and take 5 slow nasal breaths with longer exhales. That's 2 minutes max. No screens. You're clearing the residue so the next block starts fresh without a novelty hit. Tune audio intentionally. Keep the first 5 minutes of a block in silence. If music helps, use one familiar instrumental playlist you never browse mid-session. Novel tracks are micro-dopamine spikes. Familiarity fades into the background and spares attention. When you stall, run the 3 lines rescue inside the block. 1 ugly sentence, 1 obvious bullet, 1 question you'll answer next. That trio restarts motion without opening a new tab. If you truly need a fact, batch it. Finish the current sentence, open 1 tab, grab the number, close the tab, write immediately. Close each block with a crisp handoff. Write a 1-sentence summary of what you did and the exact next micro action. That single line cuts restart friction tomorrow by half because edges already exist. Handle urges with the 90-second rule. Label the urge out loud, locate it in the body, breathe out longer. Write it in the parking lot with a tiny checkbox and promise to check after. Finish the smallest unit, then decide. You're retraining urge equals action into urge equals note, action equals outcome. Protect your window from social leakage. Batch pings into 2 sweep slots later in the day. If your role requires responsiveness, Set a visible status with a return time and whitelist true VIPs only. Everyone else waits until your block ends. Common pitfalls and fixes. Pitfall, quick check mid-block. Fix, add 2-minute sweep after to your timer label and write the urge in the lot. Pitfall, messy desktop. Fix, pre-build a workspace scene with only the doc and the reference, hide everything else. Pitfall, scope creep. Fix, reread the written outcome at the top. If the work isn't that, it's later. Micro example you can run now. Outcome, draft 150-word intro. First micro action, list 3 bullets. Block, 25 minutes. Window, doc full screen, notes split. Ritual, breath, water, distant gaze. Start in silence for 5 minutes, then switch to your familiar playlist. Stall, 1 ugly sentence, 1 obvious bullet, 1 question. End with a handoff. Next, trim sentence 3, add stat from source A. A quick story shape. A researcher used to prep for an hour and write nothing. We switched to 1 outcome per block, 1 window, and the 3 lines rescue. First 5 minutes silent, playlist locked, parking lot catching urges. She shipped 2 sections in 90 minutes because she wasn't negotiating with tabs. Tie this back to your reset. The first minute flips biology. Deep work mechanics hold the path while you walk it. Outcome defines the lane, 1 window keeps you there, and the reset ritual resets you between laps. Stack 2 blocks with a clean break and a small reward, and watch how fast your brain starts expecting relief from execution, not escape. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Write the outcome before keys, hold 1 window, and ritualize the reset. 1 outcome, 1 window, 1 reset. That's deep work without wrestling yourself. Craving management, urge surfing, and clean substitutions. Urges will test every rule you just installed. The goal isn't to crush them, it's to ride them without switching. Think of urges as waves, predictable, short-lived, and harmless if you don't feed them. Feed them and they multiply. Surf them and they pass. Here's the core move, the 90-second rule. When the itch hits, check, scroll, snack, label it out loud. Urge to check slack. Locate it in the body, throat, chest, hands. Then lower it with 1 slow inhale and a longer exhale. Most urges crest and fall inside 60-90 seconds if you don't spike them with a click. You're building the reflex. Urge noticed, breath extended, attention held. Pair it with a microscript. Not now. After I finish X, I get Y for 2 minutes. X is your defined unit, 1 60-second reset, the last 2 lines of a paragraph, the 5 subject sort. Y is a clean, low-stim reward, sunlight sip, 1 song, 10 slow breaths at a window. You're not denying needs, you're scheduling them after effort. That preserves the effort right arrow reward contingency you're training. Use clean substitutions when the wave is loud. Keep a short menu within arm's reach. Water 3 big sips, interruption resets. 10 wall push-ups or 20 air squats, brief intensity without screens. 10 slow breaths facing daylight. Long exhale tells the system safe. 30-second forward fold or shoulder rolls. Physical shift, 0 novelty. Rotate these so they don't blur into background, but keep them modest. Big treats spike novelty and lower tomorrow's baseline. Environment edits make urges weaker before they appear. Move candy and snacks out of sight. Bury high-stim icons 2 screens deep under a folder named Later. Log out of problem apps and let a password manager hold the long password. Put the fun device in another room during blocks. 6 seconds of friction kills an impulse tap better than pep talks. Run a mini drill right now. Picture your last itch, label it, urge to check news, locate it, jaw tight, lower it, inhale, longer exhale, write it in your parking lot with a checkbox, check news after block. Finish your smallest unit, then cash a 2-minute reward. You just surfed without switching. That rep matters more than the content you avoided. Common traps in the fix. Bargaining, I'll just peek so it stops bugging me. Peaks teach your brain that urges get paid. Surf the full 90 seconds, then schedule the check or take a clean sub. Upgrading subs, swapping doom scroll for hype videos mid-block. Keep subs boring on purpose. Relief, not stimulation. Shame, I shouldn't still have urges. Cravings mean your system is recalibrating. Respect the process, measure reps, not purity. Advanced move, urge mapping. For 1 day, tally every urge with a tick mark and a 2-word trigger: bored, stuck, hungry, ping sound, decision fatigue. Patterns pop fast. Preempt hot spots with state shifts. Snack protein at the time, hungry spikes. Snooze notifications 10 minutes before your usual slump. Put a 45-60-second stare burst right before the block that always feels heavy. Preempt beats react. Link urges to earned fun windows. Keep one 20-30-minute window later in the day. Timer visible, log out after. When the 10 a.m. itch screams for social, say, booked for 5:30, earn it. Write it in the lot with the window time. Most of the urgency drops once it's anchored. If a wave overwhelms you, shrink the target, not the rule. Make the unit even smaller. 1 ugly sentence, 3 lines of code, 5 messages triaged, then take the same 2-minute reward. Collect wins. When urges keep nipping every 2 minutes, lengthen the reset between blocks. Distant gaze, water, 5 long exhales, or a quick step outside. Physical shifts help when mental tricks stall. Micro story: a designer's 3 p.m. doomscroll habit was brutal. At 2:55, she stood, drank water, walked to a window, and did 10 slow breaths. At 3, when the itch hit anyway, she labeled, located, lowered, wrote IG 5:30 in the lot, then finished 1 component. By day 4, the urge was quieter and passed faster. By week 2, she ran a 25-minute block at 3 p.m. consistently and used the outdoor walk as her earned reward. Remember the principle? Urges are weather, you are climate. Ride 90 seconds. Swap in a clean sub. Finish the smallest unit. Then cash a tiny reward. Do that 3 times today and cravings stop steering your schedule. The 7-day cortisol sprint. Install the pattern fast. Let's lock this in fast with a 1-week sprint. 1 rule all week, deep before shallow, and rewards are earned. We're proving to your nervous system that effort gets relief, not escape. 7 days, light touches, compounding wins. Days 1 and 2 are restore. Morning fast light, water, sunlight within an hour, single source caffeine with protein. No inputs for 60-90 minutes. Do a 10-15 minute no audio walk or mobility so your clock sets without stimulation. Clean your workspace once. Then run 1 deep block with analog capture and a single defined outcome. Keep it small enough to complete. Deliver a micro reward within 2 minutes. Step outside with tea, 1 song eyes closed, or a 2-minute stretch. Track urges on paper with a tick and 2-word trigger, bored, stuck, ping sound. End each day with a 3-line audit. Outcome completed, where you almost switched and what saved you. Tomorrow's 1 outcome for block 1. Evenings are low stim for 60 minutes before bed. We're repairing baseline. Days 3 and 4 are rewire. Each morning, write 3 wins, 1 deep, 1 maintenance, 1 small with binary criteria. Deep first in a 25 or 50-minute block with your parking lot page out. Deliver a micro reward within 2 minutes. Then the maintenance win, then the small win. Keep resets clean, water, long exhale, distant gaze. Install a single earned fun window later in the day, 20 to 30 minutes, timer visible, apps logged out afterward. Continue urge ticks. Keep the nightly audit. By the end of day 4, starts feel lighter because relief has moved from avoidance to action. Days 5 and 6 are reinforce. Set device zoning. Work profile clean, fun profile hidden. Put the fun device in another room during deep blocks. Notifications off by default, whitelist only essentials. Create 2-time fences for deep work, morning and late morning or early afternoon. Label blocks with outcomes, not focus time. Add app friction. Hide icons, log out, keep long passwords in a manager. Establish fixed social windows, same times daily, unlocked only after your 3 wins. Do a mini Friday audit. Pick 1 adjustment. Move a deep block 30 minutes earlier, add friction to a sneaky app, or shift your earned fun window so it doesn't bleed. 1 change keeps the system light. Day 7 is consolidate. Run a normal morning stack, water, light, caffeine with protein, short no audio walk, then your deep win. Do a gentle weekly review with 5 prompts. What worked, what dragged, which trigger hit most often, which reward stayed satisfying without escalation, what 1 constraint you'll upgrade next week. Make 1 change only. Then plan the next sprint. Pick 2 deep blocks for each weekday, list 3 rotating micro rewards, set fixed social windows. Close the day with a light celebration that doesn't nuke your baseline. A walk at sunset, a favorite tea, or dinner with a friend. Keep it intentional and earned. Metrics keep you honest without homework. Track 3 numbers daily: deep minutes completed, total urge count, sleep hours. Optional 4th, number of quick checks prevented by using the parking lot. You're looking for direction, not perfection. Deep minutes trending up, urges down, sleep stabilizing. If one sags, adjust a single lever the next day, earlier wind down, smaller units, or more friction on a problem app. The goal is clean starts that feel repeatable. Common snags and quick fixes. Afternoon slump, preempt it with a 45-60-second stare burst or 10 slow breaths in bright light right before your block. Pair with water and a protein-forward snack if lunch was light. Keep the first 5 minutes of the block silent. Earn too much funds, spiral. Cap the window with a visible timer and a physical close. Stand, turn off the device, change rooms, log out. The 6-second password friction saves tomorrow. Day blows up. Salvage a single 25-minute deep block, even late. Shrink the goal, keep the reward. One clean rep protects the next morning. Slips? Use the floor rule. 1:30-60-second reset at night, check the box, sleep. A few practice notes. Keep your start script, TXT, open every morning. Read your pocket coach lines out loud before the first block. Pre-stage a bold next line before you stop. Count each reset with a quick yes. These tiny signals teach your nervous system to expect relief right after honest effort. By day 7, you should feel calmer starts, fewer twitchy checks, and a cleaner pull to begin. That's not motivation magic. It's physiology learning safer defaults. You moved relief into motion, fenced novelty, and paid effort with modest rewards. That's a pattern your brain can keep without white-knuckling. Next, we'll scale this to 30 days so it becomes how you operate. Scale to 30 days, make it how you operate. 7 days gave you momentum. 30 days turns it into your default. We'll keep the same playbook, deep before shallow, resets on command, effort paid with modest rewards. But we'll scale with gentle exposure so it sticks under real life. Start with progressive exposure for novelty. For 4 weeks, keep high-stim apps inside fixed windows and gradually widen the gaps between checks. Week 1, one earned fun window after your 3 wins, 20-30 minutes, timer visible, log out after. Week 2, add a second 10-15 minute window on 3 days only. Week 3, test 1 midday social check, but only if the deep win is done. Week 4, pick 2 days with no midday check. You're proving novelty is available, not constant, and effort still comes first. Raise difficulty 1 notch at a time. If 25-minute blocks feel solid, upgrade 1 daily block to 50 minutes and hold it all week. In week 3, move a single block, the most important, into a 75-90 minute lane. Keep the rest at lengths you can nail. Fewer clean blocks beat more messy ones. Tighten completion criteria slightly so finishes feel unmistakable and rewards stay earned, not negotiated. Merge micro rewards as stamina grows. Weeks 1 and 2, reward each defined unit. Week 3, pair 2 small units inside your deep block and deliver 1 reward. Week 4, keep the immediate reward for the morning deep block and shift afternoon rewards to a short end of work celebration. You're training satisfaction from momentum while protecting the contingency that makes starts easy. Habit stack the anchors so execution runs on rails. Link wake right arrow water right arrow sunlight right arrow coffee. Tie opening the laptop to parking lot out, outcome written before keys. Link block end right arrow stand distant gaze right arrow water right arrow 5 slow breaths. The fewer choices, the steadier the baseline. Run a weekly review cadence. Keep 1, drop 1, test 1. Keep the constraint that clearly worked, a fixed window, device zoning, or deep before shallow fences. Drop 1 friction that didn't move the needle. Test 1 tiny tweak, earlier deep block by 20 minutes, a different micro reward, or a 45-second burst before your heaviest session. 1 change per week keeps signal clean. Identity is the glue. Read a simple cue before block 1. I earn calm by doing hard things. When you wobble, say it out loud, then run the smallest next action. 5-minute start, ugly first line, sort 5 subjects. Expect chaos. Travel, crunch weeks, loud environments. Use scaled versions. Protect 1 25-minute deep block and evening wind down on travel days. In crunch, short and earned fun windows, not remove them. Preempt slumps with light, water, and a 60-second burst. Watch for quiet leaks, badges creeping back, quick checks after timers, and fix with friction, not guilt. 30 days of steady reps makes starting feel light, deep work feel normal, and rewards feel earned again. That's not discipline, that's design you can live in. Build your personal cortisol plan, 1 page. You've got the tools, now stitch them into 1 page you can run tomorrow without thinking. Keep it visible. Keep it binary. This isn't a pretty dashboard, it's a cockpit. At the top, write one 30-day goal with a clear outcome metric. Make it a finish line you can point to, not a vibe. Examples: publish 4 blog posts, ship MVP with 3 core features, pass the exam by completing all problem sets plus 2 timed practice tests. Under it, add 4 weekly checkpoints that prevent vague, work on it days. Week 1 might read, outline post 1 and draft it. Week 2, edit and publish post 1, outline post 2. Checkpoints turn an arc into 4 doors you can walk through. Next block, 2 deep work windows chosen in advance. Label each with outcomes, not focus. For example, block A8, 45-10-00, draft 250 words of section 2 and add 3 citations. Block B11, 30-12-20, refactor login error handling. Pick lengths you can nail right now, 25, 50, or 75, 90 minutes. Under each, write the exact first micro action. Paste skeleton, list 3 bullets, or run tests. That pairing kills the stall at the start. Below that, write 3 daily wins with binary criteria, 1 deep, 1 maintenance, 1 small. Deep is the lever tied to your 30-day goal, 250 words in section 2. Maintenance keeps the machine running, process 10 emails to 0, or reconcile invoices. Small is a quick layup, schedule dentist, or rename 5 files. Rotate examples weekly so you don't waste time choosing. Add earned micro rewards with rules. List 3 low-stim options you actually enjoy. Sunlight plus tea for 3 minutes, 1 familiar instrumental track, eyes closed, 10 slow breaths at a window. Rules: rewards follow completion, not time, deliver within 2 minutes, cap at 2 to 3 minutes, log out after any app-based reward. Keep them modest so the good feeling stays paired to effort, not novelty. Now device and notification rules. Write them like laws. Work profile clean, only essential tools visible. Fun profile hidden during work. Unread badges off by default. Notifications, off for everything. Whitelist calendar and 2 or 3 VIP contacts. Add time fences, deep before shallow with fixed social windows at 12:30 and 5:30, unlocked only after your 3 wins. Write status, heads down until 10:00. Replies at 12:30 so you don't renegotiate all day. Add your reset ritual card text right on the page so it's always in view. Right now, breathe out longer. I'm not behind. I'm in a reset. Just 60 seconds. What's the next sentence? Stop at the ding. Want one more? Place a sticky with that script on your keyboard. Mouth to ear beats thought to thought when stress spikes. Include a tiny 24-hour reset checklist box for messy days. 1 line each. Say reset day. 60-minute wind down, dim lights, no feeds, morning water, sunlight, protein with caffeine, 10-15-minute no audio walk. Log out of high-risk apps 24-48 hours, 1 keystone block, immediate low-stim reward, maintenance only afterward, earned fun window timed and logged out, 3-line audit, write tomorrow's single outcome. That box turns shame into protocol. Add a daily card template you'll rewrite each morning. Lines for today's deep win with criteria, maintenance win, small win, first micro actions for each, and the single reward you'll deliver after the deep win. Add 2, recognize right arrow reset reminder times. At the bottom, your identity cue, I earn calm by doing hard things. Give yourself a Friday keep drop test line. Keep 1 constraint that clearly worked, a fixed social window or device zoning. Drop 1 friction that didn't move the needle. Test 1 tweak, earlier block by 20 minutes, a different micro reward, or a 45-60-second stare burst before the heaviest session. 1 change preserves signal, churn kills it. Add start and finish dates and 1 accountability partner. Write the person's name and when you'll check in each Friday. Make it simple, 3 sentences, what you kept, what you dropped, what you'll test. Attach a visible done today jar on your desk. Every deep win earns a slip, outcome written, dropped in. On low days, pour them out and read 5. Your brain believes what it sees. Finally, a 1-row momentum tracker at the bottom. 5 boxes labeled R1, R5. Each clean 60-second reset earns 1 check. The floor rule applies. If it's 8 p.m. and you've got 0, run a 30-60-second reset, open the doc, write 1 ugly sentence, 5 wall push-ups, check a box, and go to bed. Protect the streak of I reset, not the illusion of perfect days. Here's how to use the page tomorrow. Before bed, write tomorrow's one deep outcome and its first micro action. In the morning, run your baseline stack: water, sunlight, protein with caffeine, 10-15-minute no audio walk, then read your pocket coach lines out loud. Start block A with the first 5 minutes in silence. When the timer ends, deliver your micro reward within 2 minutes, then run the reset ritual before block B. After each reset, check a box and log one tiny win sentence. Hit your fixed social window only after your 3 wins. At day's end, do a 3-line audit and bold the next line in your doc. 1 page, 1 plan, low stim rewards, binary outcomes. A streak that rewards reversibility. You're not hoping for motivation, you're living inside a system that lowers threat, shrinks starts, and pays effort. That's how progress stops feeling like danger. Lower threat, shrink starts, and move relief into motion. Teach your nervous system that progress is safe and controllable. Run 1 60-second reset on your most avoided task today, then set 2 slump time recognize right arrow reset reminders. If you want the full sprint demo and deep block walkthrough, watch the next video and subscribe for nervous system first productivity. End here. Start your minute now.